Recently, we talked about all the problems that EMEA is having right now in the VCT, but now Riot is finally making some changes. So let's dive into this. An update on the VCT EMEA tech issues. Whether you're competing in the arena, casting, or tuning in to cheer for your team, the experience during that stage hasn't met the standard you deserve. We own that, full stop. Our team has been working diligently since the postponed show day on Friday to resolve the on-site technical issues we've encountered during stage 1. We are making infrastructural changes, swapping out the PCs on stage with updated PCs with new equipment that is already at or en route to the studio for testing. So this is what they are doing right now. So they're updating the PCs. Those are in transit. So they're getting 2 shipments, one from the USA and one from Europe, land within the next few hours. We are replacing stage PCs and validating we can deliver the performance and frame rate players expect from VCT EMEA. So basically all the old PCs, you're gone. You're gone. New ones are in. And then they're doing an internal Riot playtest on April 29th, which is tomorrow. And then they're doing a pro player playtest on the day after, on Wednesday, the 30th, where select VCT pros will stress test the setup during a dog day with ample time to provide feedback and adjustments in collaboration with our team. So they'll get some pro players in, get them to play a scrim against each other and see how it goes. And then game server and PC interaction audit. Between those days, we are looking closely at both online and offline game server logs to validate their connection with the game server, as well as monitoring for any abnormalities in its interactions with the PCs in the studio. Now, all of this is great, right? This hopefully will fix the tech issues. You know, that's what they're hoping, of course. One thing that I'm not sure this will, and it's interesting to say this, we're looking closely at both the online and offline game server logs, right? So when we're talking about LAN, of course, you know, these LAN servers or whatever, you're not just ordering a new one and shipping that across. And they were already having to play online, perhaps thinking that the problems were with the servers. Maybe the problems were always with the PCs, and so everything will be completely fixed. However, the fact that they say, you know, they're both looking at the online and offline game server logs means that maybe we'll still be playing online, which is, you know, still a pretty big issue, right? That, you know, they're not playing online like everywhere else is, essentially, you know. So we'll see how much this truly fixes, but obviously it's a good start. Assuming everything checks out, we're targeting to resume offline matches. So they are trying to go for offline, but targeting in the arena on the updated PCs later this week. Live audience attendance will resume for playoff matches starting on May the 8th. Again, they got quite lucky that the playoffs had a 2-week break in it, and that this happened on the last day. You know, as like the schedule goes, they got quite lucky there, because obviously if the playoffs were starting this week, I mean, they'd be screwed, right? I mean, that would absolutely screw them. So they got a bit lucky with the fact that they had a delayed playoffs already, and can do this. But yeah, it seems like they're going to try and resume later this week. I would assume, given this schedule, that means Friday, most likely, so that they can, you know, get everything set up to a standard that they hopefully like, and we shall see whether it works. I would bet good money there's at least one tech boss, but we shall see. Compensation for attendees on April 24th. Now, this is pretty good. We know some fans traveled a great distance to see the competition last Friday, and we're disappointed to show our appreciation for everyone impacted. We provided some make goods for both traveling and local fans. Fans who traveled more than 200 kilometers will receive the following: ticket to VCT Champs Grand Finals. I mean, that's already pretty good, right? Those tickets probably aren't that easy to get your hands on. So getting one guaranteed, that's already pretty good. You get 2 tickets to VCT EMEA. I think this is like a game of your choice kind of thing. And Riot Games merch voucher for 300 euros and a Riot gun buddy. Now, that's pretty good, right? Like, obviously, yeah, it sucks. Imagine traveling all that way to watch a red screen, essentially, just say tech pause over and over again. Yeah, not ideal, but at least, you know, this is a pretty good, you know, makeup by Riot here for those people who did want to attend, and now, you know, can go back to VCT MEA and potentially go to Champs. Obviously, that would be kind of sick to go to the Champs Grand Final. So this is good by Riot. You know, there's really not much else to say. And looking ahead, we understand that at this point it's on us to take action and deliver successful results. With updated PCs and a deep look at our infrastructure during the dark days, we will get the competition back on track. Thank you for your passion for VCT EMEA, and we're back on the stage very soon. The VCT EMEA team. Now, the top comment, the top reply to this was actually Durka saying thanks. And Durka has been perhaps the main spearhead of leading the way of saying, you know, everything's on fire here in EMEA. So hopefully this will fix it. Again, I have some suspicions that it might not fully fix the problem, but hopefully it'll fix some of the problems, and EMEA can be back to being a normal region.